welcome back to the Fake Stuff Podcast. Back at it again. Took a little sabbatical. Been busy, craft man. Got working and all that stuff going on. Been worn out. Really, I just been worn out, bro. You go to work, you work all night. I'll be so tired. But here we are, back at it again. I feel to be back on with you, craft man, because you've been on a little bit. I've done a couple solos, but me and you ain't been on in a little while. So, well, what's going on, craft man? What's new?
I'm just glad to hear your voice coming in first because that hosting shit sucks. And I just like sitting back, drinking my beer, doing just analyzing shit that you say. And that's the way I kind of like to live over here. I like to be the second guy going. Being the host kind of trash, man. You do it a lot better than I do. So I'm just glad to have you back.
I guess I'm just used to running that yap all the time. You know what I'm saying? If you're running that yap all the time, it makes hosting a little easier, I guess. But hey,
I like
I'm glad to be back on. Me and Craft. Go ahead, Craft.
I was just gonna say it's a lot easier to answer the questions than to ask the questions. I feel like, I was asking a lot of questions. I was like, but I have the answer to these.
Yeah. Hey, I heard that. Yeah, shout out to Brad. Shout out to Ian for hopping on the pod with us, dropping that content. They visit us, join us every now and then whenever they can. Shout out to the Bubble Blower too, doing his thing. I don't want to put his business out there, but it's been a long time since the Bubble Bubble been on. He's doing some things right now. But I mean, heck, Bubble Bubble's been hot in them gambling streets. Craftman been hot. I've been a little cool. I've been a little cool lately on the NFL streets. Doing good at some other things, but the NFL's tough to read for me right now. But we bouncing back this week. Even though I started off 0-1 already, I'm gonna get them wins the next 2 weeks. Uh, but look, man, if you missed the gambling episodes or whatever, man, just go follow me on Twitter. I post all my picks, at least right now. Everything NFL, college football, and fight related. I'm posting it. Check me out at Crew Matt Hamm. And one thing me and Craftman like to say around here, we don't, ask for much. We ain't making money from this. It's like I said earlier, we grinding at work and then coming out here and doing this. So all we ask is don't be a hoe, share the show, add, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Tell your friends, hey, these guys like to play fantasy football. They're just like us, and they do some, you know. I like to talk about some of the shit we do, some dumb shit, some good shit. Like we don't just talk about all our good moves. You know what I'm saying, crap man? We'll come on here and talk our dumb shit too. So you know, but anything to add on that, craft man?
Nah, man. I mean, I wish I had some help with the gambling every now and again. Chauncey Billups, reach out to me if you can and give me the lowdown of who's not going to be playing that game and who's going to be fixing these games. But Matt, this is not NFL. We got to talk about that, man, because I know you are like, if Phil was on here, Phil would have a lot to say, even though he don't talk that much. But Matt, go ahead. What you got to say about
Hey,
that, man?
you're right. If Phil was on here, we'd be having a fucking heyday talking about this because this is all I really say. Let's just put it like this. Me and you played basketball. We played with a lot of guys for a lot of years in high school and stuff. Let's just say one of them or one of us gets into the NBA. I'm gonna be real. Some of this stuff that they doing, I might would do that shit too. I hit up all my homies and be like, "Oh, a couple grand on the under. I'm bricking tonight." You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is sports are rigged, especially pro
But
sports, NBA, NFL. That's just rigged. And these players right here, it's a huge story going down. It's gonna be bigger. These NBA things, it's obvious. Wait till you get to the NFL. It's gonna be
it's
even
not.
deeper, man. Way
It's not
deeper.
rigged. It's not rigged.
Well, go
It's
ahead,
not
Kraft.
rigged, Matt. I mean,
I,
I really do think that the NFL is not rigged. And you might look at me like I'm crazy because everybody in the world out there is. I do think that there are humans making human decisions, like the referees I'm talking about. I think they make human decisions where you have ratings for a game. And if I've seen this a million times, and this is the one that I'll bring up most of the time is a team's winning 21-3 or whatever, the ref will give that losing team a nice call to make it a close game. I was watching the Vikings game last night, and I was like, really? Like illegal contact? They always go to that illegal contact down the field or holding on the defense to give them an automatic first down because they're like, man, I just feel that's human decisions. Just like, man, I feel fucking bad for this team. They're getting the shit beat out of them. Let's give them a call. And there are makeup calls. I totally like humans make a bad call. They're like, we got to make up for that and do this and that. I see that happening, but there could be a penalty call on every single play. So it is a little suspicious when it's a big play in the game. And it used to not, I would say it used to not be like that. I used to watch football and I wouldn't ever look down at the score when after every single play to see if that flag logo pops up.
Yeah.
But now I don't even react to like we score a touchdown, a 90-yard touchdown. The first thing I do is not cheer. I'm like, wait. Okay, no flag.
Yeah.
All right, now we can cheer.
Really, I really hope this stuff doesn't spread into the NFL because, look, I've watched a lot of NBA and I really kind of stepped away from the NBA, 3 or 4 years. And it's really because this shit is so obvious. It is so obvious, man. Like, when you got players. And the thing is a lot of these guys in the NBA, they don't even care, bro. They're making so much money as it is. They will go out there and dog that shit. You know what I'm saying? NFL, I really hope it just doesn't. But what I'm saying is, like, you remember when Calvin Ridley had his and Jameson Williams, they had their little stuff just for simply betting on games. Like, this is why they get the punishments you get, those punishments for this because of stuff like this right here. Because it's right here. The NBA has such a huge credibility issue right now, as of today. The NFL and Major League Baseball and all them don't have that right now. The NBA does. They looking like WWE right now.
Yeah, the NBA, I mean, I talked to a guy at work who used to play in the NBA. I'm not going to mention his name, but I even asked him about this. Like, do you think that, games are, a little bit wonky sometimes with the referees? And he was like, no, he did say, like, I was asking the difference between college basketball and the pros. And I was like, how come some college players can go from scoring 14 points a game in college and go straight to the NBA and score 30-something points a game, which in the NFL, like, you have a quarterback throw for 50 touchdowns, come to the NFL and they can't throw for 15, because the game's different. He just pretty much told me, he's like, they play like 20 games in college. They play 82 games in the NBA. Like, they're not giving their all until they have to give their all. So, that's why I could see, like, some players kind of dogging it out there, especially on defense, like in the NBA. They're not playing but probably 60-75% most of the time, especially on defense, because it's a long-ass season. So, but as far as the gambling goes, there's an easy fix to all this, man. Just get rid of the over-unders and just choose the overs. Like, do you think this player is going to go over their yards instead of under their yards?
Yeah.
And that would be an easy fix.
I do feel like most, like, prize picks, underdogs, like, I feel like a lot of those usually give options for the over. But, like, with your regular bookies, they got, like, normal odds on single bets on those props. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they would have to redo the whole shebang. But, I mean, like, heck, the networks are involved. Like ESPN, they're sitting there talking about a gambling scandal while they got ESPN Bet sitting at the right of the corner of the advertising. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
gambling's big. Hey, but when I was young, gambling used to be, like, looked down upon. You know what I'm saying? Like, these networks didn't really talk about spreads and stuff like that often when I was younger. Right. Now it's like it's everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? People, heck, we do episodes on gambling. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. But hey, if they're gonna be gambling, these refs need to start getting shit right. There's been a lot of blunders this year, man. A lot.
There's always going to be blunders, and like I said, I kind of feel like a lot of the gambling, like if you're a little amateur gamblers, like kind of we are anyway. We're not professional gamblers, but
right.
The teams that are favored usually get most of the money going their way. Like, most people believe, like, you got the Bills favored by 7 over, the Saints or something. You're like, oh, the Bills are going to kill them. But like I said, I think the refs, like, just like in a high school game, man. It's like, man, I feel bad for this team. Like they're getting the shit beat out of them. Let's give them a call. You know, it's hard to it's hard to explain, but I kind of feel like there are probably games that I just ignorance is bliss, man, and I like to live in that world where I want to watch football and just believe
Right.
that it's not fixed.
Yeah. Well, like I don't know if you know about this news right here. There hasn't been much football news except for that referee in college football Auburn, that Georgia Auburn game. The referee
That game.
suspended permanently for calls he made in that game. You only do that if you know that ref was caught up in some stuff. Like all these refs make bad calls and terrible calls, but you suspended this dude indefinitely,
That
and he cheating for Georgia, bro. Come on, man. Hey, same ref who ref Georgia Tech last year too. Compromised.
yeah,
I just could. I
maybe.
was just shocked that a ref actually got suspended permanently. Like, how the heck does that happen? That means he was up to something. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of bad apples out there. That's all I'm saying.
There probably, I mean, there might be some people caught up in it, but I hate to even see it as a Georgia fan. Like watching that game, it's like because when you go and win the game, it's kind of like all all you're going to hear about is
Yep.
y'all cheated, And the thing that got me in that game wasn't the touchdown. It wasn't the touchdown they called back because I feel like you stay with the call on the field at that point. Like
Right.
if they call a touchdown, keep it. But how do you call it Georgia ball, but it's not a touchdown? We ran it back for a touchdown. The dude didn't get touched. And
Right.
then the next drive, there was a bullshit roughing the passer on Gunnar Stockton that wasn't a roughing the passer. The targeting stupid anyway, which I hate it. But
Worst
it was
rule
a
ever.
it was a targeting. It was an unsportsmanlike conduct in the NFL. And the Kirby Smart, I'm clapping, baby. I'm clapping. I'm
Yeah,
not calling it
man.
time. That was the biggest bullshit that I've seen in a long time.
It is. It is crazy. It's just the world we live in, man. But me and Phil, we crazy conspiracy theorists. We'll use this instance as I told you so. I told y'all shit be whack, shit be crazy. Bye, man. Let's move on. We can talk about this shit all day. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk some fake football, real football, dynasty. I want to mix the dynasty in here, Kraft man. We hadn't really dove into dynasty lately.
Yeah.
Um, and we'll bring up some players. I got a couple trade scenarios in my main dynasty league. I'll bring up something like that. But look, just to get us started, let's just bring up just a player, JSN. We were talking about players for dynasty rise and stuff like that, and I want to bring up JSN because I just want to bring up really,
Greatness.
yes, I just want to bring up how wrong I was. Really, whenever you see like, some of that stuff sticks out. Like redraft, he was a mid to late second round pick. Sam Darnold came over. I was thinking, man, JSN, I don't want no JSN. He's off my board. Like I wouldn't even consider drafting him in redraft. I'm just wondering what the heck we think about this dynasty if things hold up. Like Stu's the wide receiver one right now, and what if he has the wide receiver one overall finish? The things that we give a lot of credit to Chase last year, whooping up on everybody. CD, or I can't remember who it was the year before. I think it was CD the year
Yeah,
before.
CD.
But if JSN gets a finish like this, I think we got to view him differently, especially with Sam Darnold, because I think Sam Darnold might be. I think Sam Darnold's actually good at football. You know what I'm saying? I kind of got a bad rap. I think I just overthought it. Like the dude was 14-3 last year. I should have known he was going to come over to Seattle and he was going to be solid. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I should have been just thinking, oh, doom and gloom. Like I don't know. I felt like I really missed the ball on that one. So JSN, like, is this are we talking tier one potential right here? Like,
Yeah.
I think we are. So what
Yeah.
do you think, Crap Man?
I mean, I think he is going to be tier one by the time the offseason comes around. He's going to be up there with CD and all them guys. And like the things we were wrong about was I was high on JJ McCarthy thinking that the Vikings could just put a quarterback in there and they would be fine. But Carson Wentz kind of trash. JJ McCarthy ain't been playing good. And now looking back on it with Aaron Rodgers going to the Steelers, it's kind of like the Jets can ruin a Hall of Fame quarterback. I mean, they can really ruin anybody. So that's what happened to Sam Darnold. I mean, if you play quarterback, Justin Fields was 4-2 with the Steelers last year. What are they, 0-6 now? They're not gonna. They can't. They're just like the Browns. They cannot make a quarterback good, even if you have a Hall of Famer who's still got an arm that can throw it 70 yards. It's the longest. I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with Aaron Rodgers right now. He's still great. So, looking back on it now, it's like, man, you got to believe that Sam Darnold's a good quarterback. I mean, there's really no way around it. And then JSN is just, he's top 5 receiver in the league.
16.4 yards per reception. I mean, this dude's catching the ball, making big plays, and scoring touchdowns. This dude's a beast, man. I can't believe I was so wrong. I mean, what a buy low window that could have been. You know what I'm saying? And now you have no chance.
I traded him in the offseason. Yeah, I traded him.
What trade was that, Kraft man?
Well, I traded him in the rookie draft. Ian was at the 201, and I traded him JSN for what ended up being Travis Hunter and Khalil Shakir. So it looks really bad.
Oh, man. Hey.
It looks bad.
I wish
I had him.
I was thinking about my worst trade, but I don't know. I got some terrible ones.
Oh, there's some bad ones.
I got some bad ones, so I was thinking, damn. I started thinking about all the bad ones, and I was thinking, I have some real bad ones, man. But I mean, like,
what's your worst?
I feel like man, I think my worst dynasty trade right now might be. I hate to give him so much credit as Big Dunk. I traded him Drake May for Derek Carr in the first. Luckily, I saved that first to get Breece Hall, and then that Breece Hall got me Amon-Ra. But so I saved it a little bit, and I traded Derek Carr for Daniel Jones. So I did save it, but still, terrible trade. Drake May. I let Chris talk me out of that one.
Man, we'll learn this eventually to not overreact to dynasty trades, because y'all traded in the offseason, you traded Daniel Jones for a first, and everybody was like, I cannot believe that you got a first for Daniel Jones. And then now Daniel Jones is the best on the best offense in the NFL.
And in that league, I wish we had fucking Daniel Jones on our team. It would make a big difference.
No shit.
We might as well talk about him too while we at it. Let's just go ahead and bring his name on up. What do we think about Daniel Jones and just the Colts in general? Like, here's the truth. Daniel Jones has I think it's a quarterback 6 finish, or it was like 6 or 9 with the New York Giants. Daniel Jones did. And the Giants, we've seen what the Giants have been. And no real weapons except for Saquon that year. I think Daniel Jones just might have been better. I mean, it's easy to say he's better than Anthony Richardson, you know. I feel like that wasn't even a hot take for me and you this offseason. That was just implied, but now it's
We didn't think this.
What do you think about Daniel Jones? Do you think Colts keep him? They do it again? I mean, this offense is on fire, and a sorry division. I imagine these guys probably have a great year, go to the playoffs. I mean, does this change anything about Daniel Jones? Like, think about him as a dynasty quarterback, especially super flex?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I mean, recency bias, but any team that's kind of moved on or any quarterback that's moved on from like a shitty situation and ended up in a different situation has kind of panned out recently, you know, with Baker Mayfield going to Tampa, Sam Darnold getting moved around. The Vikings probably should have kept one. They had both of them. Probably should have kept at least one of them. And, you know, it just seems like there are certain situations that you just don't want to be in, and you can't overreact to, you know, how bad they played in that situation. Because like you said, they had Saquon. They didn't even have Malik Neighbors, really. Daniel Jones played, 4 games with Malik Neighbors last year. So, you know, I kind of feel like Yeah, you got to believe in it. When they move systems like that and they show out, it seems to kind of stick. So
Yeah.
Daniel Jones is probably worth a. I mean, would you trade him though? Like to sell
I
high right now?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't want to. He's my best
Daniel
player. He's my fucking best quarterback right now. You know what I'm saying?
Daniel
uh,
Jones or Kyler Murray in Dynasty?
God damn it, man! I hope the crew don't listen to this episode. You gotta say Daniel Jones. It's so funny. We've gone back and forth clowning each other about this over the past 3 years. Like Daniel Jones ahead of Kyler. They looking at me stupid. And then a couple years later, I'm like, look at y'all. Y'all had Daniel Jones ahead of Kyler. Y'all dumb. And now look at it this year. Now I'm the dumb one. Daniel Jones. It's got to be Daniel Jones. Kyler ain't doing this. Kyler. We're gonna talk about him. I got his name on our little sheet or banners or whatever. But I mean, he's starting to even make me a non-believer at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's time to start fading him. You can't fade Daniel Jones. I mean, he's making these guys look good. So
It's hard when Jacoby Brissett comes in there and makes that offense run a little bit.
I know, and I don't believe it's all Kyler's fault. I believe they got a bad coach and stuff, but still, like, come on, man, you got to
He's a
overcome some of that
backyard.
shit.
Kyler's
Yeah,
still like a backyard football player, in
yeah,
my opinion. Like sometimes you just gotta hit your back foot and just get the 6 yards that are there and just be done with it.
yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll just go ahead and discuss it right here, Kyler Murray. Because look, I've been high on Kyler Murray. I've been saying it for multiple years straight. In these startups, Kyler's a discount. Like he's a good price. Yada yada this and yada yada that. Um, I mean, he
I
had a
got to
QB.
trade.
You got a QB2 finish one season, but I don't even know if I view Kyler as like a buy low type situation. I think he can be good, but I don't know, man. I feel like their coaching staff's not all that, and I think Kyler's just doesn't overcome nothing. And I don't think Marv is that good either. And his best weapon is a tight end. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. What you think, Crab Man?
About Marv, I think you still got to give him some time. He's shown some glimpses. He did go through a stretch there where it was like he lost a lot of confidence, but I think he's got it back. But I got to trade and the fake stuff, man. The fake stuff Dynasty League. What do you think about this one? You know, I've been trying to ship off Josh Allen. Josh Allen for Kyler, Saquon, and a first.
Oh man. Oh man.
I countered it with Kyler, Kyron, and McBride.
I wouldn't. I would probably keep McBride and Kyron. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't
I
think
mean,
he ain't gonna accept it, but he did. It could have been accepted on my end with the Kyler, Saquon, and a first.
I think I'd keep
Probably a
Josh
mid
Allen.
first.
Yeah, I think Josh Allen's the side. I mean, especially uh, we don't know, but some people don't know about Saquon. I mean, uh, he's kind of faded off this year. Kyler, what's he gonna do? I mean, heck, I'd keep Josh Allen.
But you would do the McBride side though, Kyler,
I,
McBride, and Kyron.
oh yeah, oh yeah, no doubt.
It
That's a
ain't
lot of
gonna get
players.
it. Well, at first I sent back Kyler and Amon Ra for Josh Allen, but he declined that pretty quick.
Yeah, yeah, man. Heck, I went on a little shoot. We'll might have to talk a little Amon Ra too. Let's slide it over though, Crab Man, to one of these guys. One of these guys that Scattaboo, who's really just a
Psychopath.
fucking yeah, dude. He's a fucking beast, bro. The Giants culture's just changing over there. Like they actually have reasons to be optimistic and stuff like that. So uh, can't say that in the past, but with Dart, Scatabo, and Malik Neighbors, even though he's hurt, I mean you got you a little core. So Scattaboo, I mean, right now I think in PPR leagues he's the RB8. I think in half PPR he's 9, and he really wasn't even playing that much in the beginning. So I mean, Scattaboo's putting up some good numbers. I've got him on my
He's
team in
just good.
redraft. It's just and his usage, he's got a lot of usage. So it's like automatically he's in your lineup, no doubt. But I want to talk Scattaboo dynasty wise too, though. It's like what do we view Scattaboo? I mean, this dude's gonna get a lot of work. It looks like the Giants are gonna use him too. So I mean,
I
what are we
think
thinking about this guy? He's got to be
the
up there.
the main thing is Jackson Dart. If Jackson Dart's going to be good, then Scatterboo is probably going to be good, and I think Jackson Dart is good. our rookie breakdowns. I know I like Jackson Dart a good bit. Matt, were you? I can't remember what your take on Dart was in
Oh,
the
I
off
thought,
season, but
yeah, I thought he was fine, Dart. But he got that first round draft capital, and I was like telling everybody they don't need to sleep on him; they need to draft him,
oh
which
yeah,
is a good pick. But
these two these two dudes like belong together too. It's like they kind of sleep in a bunk bed together or something. I don't know, but they're both crazy as shit. I
yeah,
mean, Jackson Dart's out there screaming and yelling. Scattaboo's out there banging his head on every damn thing, banging his head against brick walls for the game. I mean, you ain't got to worry about Scattaboo getting no concussion and being out for a while. But yeah, as far as the talent goes, we love Scattaboo coming in. It
what?
was why
How
I
about?
just don't understand how the NFL misses on guys like this.
I don't
That's
know.
what really gets me.
I really don't know. I mean, he had all that production in college too. They just ignored it. I don't know.
The
I mean,
combine,
he
I
was
guess he ain't
putting
that
Arizona
fast.
State. I mean, he put Arizona State on his back. You know what I'm saying? And games versus Texas. When I like think about those games
I know.
where he made a name for himself. Like he was doing it all. Here's my question though: Dynasty rankings. How high does this guy go? Like Scatabo or James Cook?
I
Dynasty.
mean, you. Uh, I would probably take Scattaboo in this, but you do have to realize that there are quarterbacks who come out and play very well in their first couple games, and then you get some tape on them and they figure them out. I feel like Scattaboo runs with the Giants' offense. That's why I keep mentioning Jackson Dart. So if they're not going to get a lot of scoring opportunities, he could be just in between the 20s running the football, and that's not going to be enough. You need touchdowns, and as long as Jackson Dart keeps playing good, then Scatterbutt is going to be playing good. So I have no. I don't think there's any way I could say he's not going to be great in Dynasty based on just talent alone. It has to just be the Giants' offense. So I would probably take him over James Cook.
What about Saquon?
Mm. That depends. I would still rather Saquon for the rest of the season. If there was like a redraft trade, I would probably rather have Saquon. I think he's probably gonna blow up here eventually. But dynasty wise, what do you think, Matt?
I'm just looking at it right now, just thinking how high I would take him. About would you take him over Achan? Scattaboo over Achan?
I hate the Dolphins. I really
Yeah,
do. But A-Chain is so damn good. Like even though they suck so bad, A-Chain is everything. I would probably
yeah.
take A-Chan over Scatterbo, but it's close.
Scattaboo or Hampton? What about Amari and Hampton?
Nah, I'd take Hampton.
Okay, so it's kind of like he's kind of like in the outside, just outside the top five range.
I'd take him
Would
over
you?
Brees. I'd take him over Kenneth Walker. I'd take him over
Yeah,
Judkins. Judkins has been
pretty
hot, but it's
good.
still the Browns though.
So
So
Scattaboo's up there. He's basically out a little bit outside tier one, really. Because you would take Bijan Gibbs. You take Genty over Scattaboo,
oh man. Oh, they both catch passes. It's not like
right?
you can't say that Scatterbo don't catch passes and Gentry's gonna get it all because Scatterbo's been getting everything. So, I mean, where do you side with that? I'm not even gonna answer that question. I
Yeah,
don't even want to.
I'm gonna side with Genty, but man,
Raiders suck ass.
they do. They're so bad, man. They're just so trash, man. All right, well, shoot, Scattaboo's up there. That's basically all we can say about this Scattaboo analysis
You
right there.
can't
Is he's
buy
up
them though.
there. Can't
I
buy
wouldn't
him.
sell them, and you can't buy them. If you got them, just you be glad you got them in the second or third round, your rookie draft. Second round, probably.
Yeah, yeah. Seriously though, it's ridiculous. Um, Brees Hall though. This I want to say something about Brees Hall because I think Brees Hall. I think this is a good buy low right here.
Same.
I think there's a lot of good buy lows. That's like the main thing. That's like automatic when you're watching football. It's like, who's a good buy low at Dynasty? This is one right here because I'm thinking Brees Hall. I don't know the ins and outs, but Brees Hall should have the opportunity to lead the Jets this year, right? I mean, they would have to franchise tag him. That would be the only way he'd be staying.
Yeah.
So it's like really the Jets to trade this man if you think about it. But NFL teams they just don't think like that. I feel like, but let's just say that they don't trade him and Brees Hall rides it out this year. He may have the opportunity to get to go wherever he wants, and anything outside of the Jets is an upgrade. I mean, I've seen some. Well, I'll say this. I watched the Houston Texans the other day, and I've seen a lot of bad O lines, but that O line's got to be historically bad. Has to be, bro. That junk was so bad. I don't know if I've seen a lot of Falcons O lines. I don't know if I've ever seen it look like that. Like that junk was rough. But pretty much anywhere Brees
Yeah.
Hall could go is an upgrade. I think Brees Hall is a good buy low if you're willing to do it now and deal with all the BS this year or whatever's going on for the rest of this year. I don't really see him being even that effective because the Jets are really just they've already
That's
terrible, but it's really
so
about to
fucking
start.
weird.
Yeah, they're about to really fly off the rails here soon. Fields is about to be done quarterback, and they're about to put him on the bench. So good buy low,
Dude.
probably one of the best running back buy lows there is. Has got to be Brees Hall, if not the best.
How do you not go in the season as the Jets and try to use Justin Fields as a rushing quarterback the way he is? Like, how are they trying to use Fields and Hall? They got a great running back, they got a rushing quarterback, and they're trying to make Justin Fields a pocket passer. It just blows my freaking mind. I can't. I just can't understand it because I just don't know. But Brees, you're hoping he gets traded, or you're hoping that the Jets find a competent quarterback within the next. They did have Joe Flacco there at one point. Probably should have kept him.
Yeah.
Um, you need a guy like that. I really think the Jets need to pull a Green Bay Packers and bring a veteran in there for next year and draft a quarterback and let him sit for a year.
Yeah.
But they're not going to do that because they're stupid.
No, they're gonna fire their head coach probably and be in the go draft another quarterback. Then he'll probably be gone after a year. But I mean, the Jets are just a shit show. They might be the worst organization in my lifetime. But, I mean,
Still got the
that's
Browns out there.
that's true. But the
They
Browns,
got a
I mean,
defense though.
I was about to say Browns got a good defense out there. I don't know, man. But I just think, hey, I got a tanking team myself. I would love to snag Brees Hall, but his name is the reason. I feel like his value. You might have to pay more than you want because of his name, but could pay
He's still
off. And
good too though.
yeah,
And
definitely.
there ain't nothing wrong with his talent. It's just, what do you think rest of the season with Brees Hall this year is going to be like? Say he stays on the Jets. He's at RB 22 right now. Do you think he stays around that area? Probably. That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, could get worse.
Like
I
flex
mean, I don't
play.
know. Yeah, I feel like you always feel like you want to put him in your flex, but it'd be hard to just sit Brees Hall. But
But where you drafted him in a redraft, like third round, third, fourth round,
hey,
you were
well,
definitely expecting more than that.
that motherfucker shouldn't have drafted him. How about that? No, that was a bad pick. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, you got to play him. You really have no choice. I mean, he's definitely probably one of your top running backs on your team. So, man, I feel bad for Brees Hall because he's so good, bro. And if he can get to the right situation, he could really pop off and be a good dynasty asset. So it's
I
gonna
mean,
be bad rest of the year.
what would you trade? What would you trade in Dynasty for Brees? Would you trade? Let's see. We'll go down the list right here. If you're competing this year, would you trade Derrick Henry, or would you want Derrick Henry over Brees Hall?
I would if I was competing, I would want Derrick Henry over Brees
Yeah,
Hall. Yeah.
but you would make that trade in Dynasty, even if say you're 5-2 right now in Dynasty. Are you trading Brees Hall for Derrick Henry?
Yeah, I would. Definitely.
So you don't. I mean, you don't believe in him that much.
I mean, what do you mean?
That's a
I'll
that's
be
a
trading
pretty
Derrick
that's a pretty
Henry.
big that's a pretty big asset. Derrick Henry ain't got but like 1 or 2 years left. If Brees Hall gets traded, you might have a running back for the next 3-4 years, just
I do think the move though
absolutely killing it.
is. I think the move though is to trade a running back that's producing, like a running back that can produce for the rest of the year would be the lure to get him over. Because I wouldn't want to trade a first round pick for Brees Hall. You know what I'm saying? I'd want to, and you're not gonna get him for a second, so you got to trade some kind of player, some kind of asset, somebody who's somewhat producing that'll give you more fantasy points than Brees Hall. That's the
Well,
way you got to do it.
here's a weird question. You competing in Dynasty right now. You got Brees Hall. You trading Brees Hall and say a second round pick for Javonte Williams. What do you think
Mm.
about that one, Matt? Brees in a second for Javonte.
I take the Brees side, man. I don't want Javante.
I mean,
I
you
don't know,
competing.
man. I know,
No,
man. It's
I
tough.
think it was the opposite. I think I said it wrong. Brees
Javante in a
for
second.
Javonte in a second. Yeah,
Yeah,
a late. Just say a late second,
I
probably.
lean the Brees side, but I feel like that'd be a good. That's a good way to do it. I'm about to go look at my team, see if I can do something like that. Move somebody who's scoring some points, toss a little
Javonte's
second on
gonna be
there.
fine rest of the season. He stays healthy. There ain't no
Yeah.
doubt about that. Javonte's like the RB8.
All right. Well, shoot, man. Let's slide it over to another running back, Saquon. The only reason I bring Saquon up is it over, bro? Is it over for Saquon? The decline. I don't
He's
really
about to
think
blow
so.
up.
Yeah, he'll probably be good this year, next year, he'll probably be. But if there's any kind of this might be a redraft statement I'm about to make, but if there's any kind of buy low, if you could, sneak your way in there, now would be a good chance to go in there and try to get you some Saquon. Because I'm with you. I think he'll pop off this back half of the year as they get ready to gear up for a playoff run and Super Bowl aspirations. So, you know,
Let's put it to the test then, Matt.
ASI.
Cam redraft. Cam Scatterboo or Saquon?
Man, I'm taking Saquon, man.
Kyron?
Oh man. uh, probably, probably Kyron. I'm just being honest. I like Kyron too much. That's
Yeah, Kyron's pretty damn good. What about James Cook?
I'd probably keep Saquon. That one's tough though, because James Cook been automatic for us all year.
I kind of agree with what you said on that one.
Yeah,
I think we can leave it at that with Saquon. We both think that he's probably gonna kind of blow up rest of the season.
yeah. At least he's like
Maybe not
RB
like
16
last
right
year,
now.
but yeah, RB
No
16.
man, RB 16. Like he could outdo that. You know. Uh, so yeah, I guess we're not totally concerned. More for your competing teams and all that shit, obviously. But
How
I
high
wouldn't
you
be.
think he finishes? Do you think he's top 5 at the end of the season?
I think top 8. How about that?
Top 8?
Yeah, in between. I was gonna say 10, but yeah, he can get up there for sure.
Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one.
All right, what do we do about this guy? He's a buy low to me.
I just
BTJ
traded
is.
for him. Just traded for him in
Yeah.
my dynasty league.
What was the deal then, Craft Man?
Chuba in a first.
Oh yeah, that's a no brainer right there. I'd do that too for Brian
Yeah.
Thomas Jr. Oh yeah, I just think he's a buy low. And listen, I think people are always going to be upset with T Law and what they do over there, but I'm just telling everybody now, it ain't going to change. It will not change. This is set for the Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence. This is set for years to come. Like, say you might as well just, you know, suck it up, deal with it. I hope T Law gets a little better. That's all you can. That's all I can say. Or at least
He ain't playing good either. He's playing like a little bitch.
he
I mean,
is. He's
I've watched the games and he is alligator arming that. Like he don't want to take contact going over the middle of the field. He is not playing very well right now. It
got to
ain't
be hurt.
just Trevor Lawrence does suck. I think I've came to the conclusion that he does
Yeah.
suck.
You know, uh, I don't know. I try to defend Trevor Lawrence. I think you're looking more of like he'll probably randomly have a great fantasy season type deal. Like
Mac Jones
he'll
might
be in the
have been
career.
better.
Could have been. I doubt it. I'm just gonna be real.
I
I really
know,
do doubt it.
bro.
But T Law got to get it together, bro. That dude, I don't know, bro. That dude just be chunking every ball. The dude got no touch on his passes. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like he's regressed since like those first 2 years of him being in the league. I mean, they went to the playoffs. He beat Justin Herbert. Like,
This
I
was
don't
the
know.
year where he should have shown something.
Had to, man. And you can't just keep blaming coaches. I mean, I thought the coaches were bad, but it's like eventually it's funny because next year, if you ask me if we're gearing up for next year, I'd probably be ready to take T Law and BTJ and all them year two doing it again. So BTJ's a buy low.
Do you think he has the upside that he had after his rookie season, or do you think it's just more of a wide receiver 2 for your lineup every week? Because he was by far like on the cusp of getting into that Amon Ra
Yeah.
CD
Oh,
territory.
I mean, everybody was ranking him ahead of Amon Ra. Amon Ra can't get her ranked ahead of nobody.
That's your favorite player in the NFL, ain't it?
He has to be, bro. Has to be, man. I don't know, man. I'll say something about him when we talk about J Mo, but BTJ was definitely in that range. Nico too. Um, that's
Yeah,
another.
we got to talk about Nico,
That's
man, because this Houston offense
yeah.
is atrocious.
So bad. So I just think BTJ is a buy low, and I think it really and truthfully could be way better. But to me, T Law has to put it together. I'm talking about making throws consistently. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even saying go out there and win games and make the playoffs, but you need to be more consistent throwing the ball. So,
Well, they
you
had
know,
four and
yeah, they
what's their
4-3 or
record?
something. They got to win the
Yeah,
record.
like 4-3
So
or something.
beat the Chiefs this year. So I mean,
Yeah,
I'm just saying. So I don't know. The Jaguars are getting better, but I think T Law he has to improve. But I would definitely buy low on BTJ for sure.
BTJ did all his production did come with Mac Jones last year, pretty much
Yeah,
3/4 of it.
that's true.
And
I
Mac
agree.
Jones made Kendrick Bourne look like the number
That's
one.
hey, that's true. Maybe Mac Jones is just a little bit better than people think. You know,
Maybe.
some of these guys that bounce around a little bit. But let's talk about your boy J Mo.
Oh,
Got
not
to
nah, nah, not my boy. Not
Bubble
my
Bo.
boy.
Everybody I play with, of multiple groups of cliques or whatever, like your crew, my crew.
Nope.
Everybody loves J Mo, bro. Everybody.
Nah,
J
not
Mo'd
not
up.
me.
J
You can
Mo'd out.
go you can go back to all our previous episodes and we asked like Noah where he should be ranked redraft this year and everything. I said I think he's probably where he should be. So I'm neutral. I'm very neutral on Jameson Williams, but even that looks bad right now to even be neutral.
Yeah, look,
He's a good player. They
good
just
as yeah.
they
He's
just don't
real.
use him. I mean, they don't have to.
That's what exactly my thoughts exactly. Like Jameson Williams is good, bro, and maybe he is a buy low if he could get out of Detroit or something like that. But I've said it a million
Well,
times
he
now.
doesn't sign a contract. He's with Detroit.
Yeah, so it's like this dude. I'm telling you, man, he just doesn't fit Jared Goff and their scheme like people want him to. Like obviously, J-Mo's good, but dude, when you got Amon Ra, who really is fits Jared Goff, and I think Laporta does in some ways too. And then I mean, it doesn't help when you got Gibbs breaking off 80-yard touchdowns and shit. Who really is probably the dynasty wide receiver one running back. I'm just being honest. I would take Gibbs over even Bijan over any of them. I think it's just better. But it's like I said, some of these players, we'll be talking about this next year. When we get Noah Bubble Blower in over the summer and we're talking ADPs, we're going to see J-Mo sitting there in the 8th round or whatever, and we're going to be like, oh, yeah, J-Mo. And then we're going to do this again for another year. Now, I don't believe in them. Not for a season's worth of football. Obviously, best ball, throw him in a flex when you need him to. That's how I see
He,
it.
he's kind of becoming that. He's a great player for an NFL roster more than he is for fantasy. It's more like he has fit his role into the deep ball receiver. Oh, what you want? Like it's like Christian Watson for the Packers or something. he's along that category where you're only going to get a couple targets a game, but he's not going to be the main focal point of the offense at any point in time because the run game is, Dan Campbell's going to – that's his first option.
Yeah.
And his second option on third down is Amon-Ra every single time. If you watch the Lions games, on third down, it's like 80%. It's going to Amon-Ra every single time. And then Laporta, like you said, you were dead right about this. He just fits Amon-Ra, and Laporta fits Jared Goff's game more than Jameson does. And they can take some deep shots. He's gonna have, a 80-yard touchdown. He's gonna have a 50-yard touchdown. But I mean, we look at targets, and targets are sustainable. Receptions. There's just games where he just disappears. He put up a goose last week, right?
Yeah. I don't think he even had one grab. And they scored a lot of points, too.
I mean, like Quentin Johnson, he put up a goose for the Chargers. I mean, it's kind of like him and QJ are about – I kind of look at them tit for tat.
Yeah. It's just, it's just he's a good player. It just hadn't worked out. I want to say something about Amon-Ra because people always want to – I have to say something about Amon-Ra at this point. I have to. Because maybe even I had some doubts like that. Everybody wants J-Mo to take over Amon-Ra. And then last year we're doing Dynasty rankings. Malik Neighbors, he's over Amon-Ra. Nico Collins, he's over Amon-Ra. People don't view Amon-Ra St. Brown as a tier 1 Dynasty, and it's to the point where it just is driving me totally insane because this dude in the last 2 years, he has a wide receiver 3 and a wide receiver 2 finish. Right now, he's a wide receiver 2 or something like that. He's got finishes ahead of Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb. And we would rank all three ahead of him in a dynasty ranking. He's finished ahead of both of all of them. I just think we don't value his consistency enough. Like, this dude rarely goes out there and fucks it up. Like, game 1 of the regular season, it happens.
But after that, shit every year.
This dude is so damn good, bro. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm mainly talking to these fantasy football people and people who be doing dynasty rankings and stuff. It's like, man, we need to have a bigger conversation about Amon-Ra being closer to 1 than to 6 or 7. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's just like
he's always at the back of the tier.
And even Malik Neighbors, like, and I like Malik Neighbors. Like, I would try to go get him right now if I could. But how can you rank somebody ahead of Amon-Ra? We're going on year 3 of just top tier consistency, and he hasn't even played a whole season yet. You know what I'm saying? BTJ was creeping up in that range. Nico a little bit. So I just think Amon-Ra is like the most underrated fantasy football player that I can think of since we've been doing this podcast.
I agree completely because when we did our dynasty rankings, he was always he was in tier 1, but he was always 3 or 4. You had CD, you had Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. And I mean, those are all great receivers, but you got to start looking at him. Like, I think there was maybe a trade sent to me where it was like, if you get Jamar Chase for Amon-Ra straight up, you should look at that as fair. I really think you should look at it as like a fair trade. And if you got Jamar Chase in Dynasty, you could probably, because Amon-Ra is underrated, you could probably get Amon-Ra plus for Jamar Chase. And it is kind of sad because Amon-Ra is just like, you look at his game lines, it's like, you can't, there's no even point of me mentioning it because he's in the teens or in the 20s every single week.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And if he has a bad game, it's like 9 points in a half PPR.
Man, just so consistent to throw in your lineup, man. And maybe he doesn't have the upside as a Jamar Chase or something with Joe Burrow, but
he scores touchdowns like Mike Evans did. That's the issue with Amon. Like, that's the thing that gets dropped about Amon-Ra. I think he had like 10 or 12 touchdowns last year. He's got 7 touchdowns this year in 7 weeks. He's becoming in Prize Picks, I'm pretty much looking for Amon-Ra touchdown.
Yeah.
It's like automatic.
Just I just love me some Amon Ra, seriously. And I just think about the offers I've had in the past for Amon Ra, like the disrespect. Like, I remember one time I offered. This was a couple years ago now, so it would have made sense at the time. But I offered Amon Ra for Garrett Wilson right before he was about to play with Aaron Rodgers that year, and I
So
got laughed
glad.
at. Got laughed at, and they said, "How many first rounds are you going to put on that?" And it's like, is it
That's
even
wild.
comparable? Just think about today. Is that even comparable? I got homies that text me. I could bring up a text message that says, "Is there a package where I could use Tony Pollard to get Amon Ra?" No, you can't do that to get a guy like Amon Ra. I'm just being real. Like, uh, I just think he's a little bit disrespect, or just maybe just not appreciated enough. How about that? We don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
I love to be able to put him in my lineup and get 20 points every week, no matter what. Don't even have to worry or sweat it.
Sometimes you got to not look at your team and look at the other teams that you're playing against. And anytime I see Amon Ra on the other side of the lineup, like I'm playing against them, I'm like, son of a bitch. Like my wide receiver one's gonna have to score 20 just to match him, you
Right.
know. And I don't know. You're right about Amon Ra. You've been right about him the whole time. I remember like what 2 years ago, 3 years ago when we started the podcast, I was like Jameson Williams, he's gonna take over.
Yeah.
That shit ain't never gonna happen.
I got another big buy low though for these names, and I don't want to just name it all. I want to talk about the Houston Texans real quick. I think all their guys, I would be willing to buy low on pretty much all their guys that I thought has a future with the Texans next year because like Nico, his stock's definitely gonna fall some, has to, and even the guys like
Yeah.
Higgins, Noel or Noel or however you say it, C.J. Stroud in Superflex leagues,
About Woody Marks.
Woody Marks. I don't know about Woody Marks. They gonna have to address the running back. I do think Woody Marks
I
is
think so too,
okay,
bro.
but like when I watch him play, he looks okay, but that O line is so bad. When Houston decides they want to address the run game, they're going to get a running back too. You know what I'm saying? Like they're going to
Yeah.
address the O line and get a running back. That's how they're going to roll. I would say the risk is let's go by Nico, let's go by Higgins and all those guys, and let's just assume that the Texans are going to improve their O line in the offseason. Because if they did improve their O line, these guys are ready to pop. You know what I'm saying? They got talent,
Yeah.
and they're favored to beat the 49ers somehow this week. I mean, I looked at that line and was just puzzled, dumbfounded by that line
They got them.
because that
They got them at 21 points. They got Houston implied at 21 points. Have they scored 21 points? But maybe I think they did it against the Ravens. But that
yeah.
was it.
I mean, the Seahawks, when I watched them play Seattle the other day, they was all over that ass. I mean,
God,
they're
I
not
miss on
good,
that
bro.
one.
I just think all their guys are buy lows right now. Stroud, because it's going to be bad this year. But when it goes into next year, maybe they can recapture some of that, rookie season. We kind of was on the CJ Stroud sophomore slump anyway. Or was this third year? This is year three for him
Yeah,
now?
this year three. We were
On that
definitely
bandwagon.
like, yeah. Last year in redraft, we were like CJ Stroud's the worst pick you could make in like the third, fourth
Right.
round, wherever he was going. And 101 in a dynasty league. I seen that.
Oh, man. I totally forgot about that. Good Lord. That's bad, bro. Yeah, I wonder who was that. I can't even remember that. I was in that FFPC league. We'll have
Yeah.
to might have to look that one up. But yeah, that
Go
one was
trade
tough.
for him.
Yes, yeah, for real. Hey, I'm telling you, I like the Houston Texans to buy lows for real. So, uh, any comment or anything with that one, Craftman?
I think you're on with that, but the offensive line ain't an easy thing to fix.
Right.
They're gonna have to address it in free agency, kind of build it like that, maybe through the draft. But they, I'm really depressed about Jaden Higgins and the wide receiver core. It's like you really had all the opportunity in the world to produce with Nico and Higgins, but I guess I really are you just blaming it on the offensive line for the reason they can't do anything?
Bro, I'm telling you, man. I've watched them play twice, and then that last time I watched them, I'm telling you, dude, they got players, but that O line is so bad it makes their just whole offense like not even capable to move. I mean, I'm telling you, man. I've seen some bad O lines. This one's historically bad, bro. I mean, they can't even gain 1 yard on the goal line. They can hand that ball off 4 times. They would not get that shit. Not even come close.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like, and then they got to play action and roll out, try to throw it to Dalton Schultz while under duress again. I'm just saying, like, that O line's bad. Like, I would give them a pass. Like, if I was like some kind of Texans hater, like if a Jags fan or something, I'd be talking a lot of shit. But they gotta have they gotta have a little bit of a pass, because if you don't have an O line, that's the consequences, Crab Man. This is what I'm saying. Like, you draft a wide receiver in the second and the third round, like that's the
Yeah.
price you pay, bro. Like, why keep loading up on weapons? I'm not
And they
saying that
got
these guys aren't good, but I'm just saying, come on,
yeah.
beef up that O line a little bit.
They got rid of their O line. They got rid of
Yeah.
Jeremy Tunsil in the offseason when they already struggled in the offensive line. And yeah, the Texans are frustrating because they got such a great defense, but they're just one of them teams like you don't even want to watch them play on Sunday. I don't have no. You got C.J. Stroud. You would think you would want to watch them play a little bit, but on Sunday I ain't trying to watch the Texans at all.
Nah. Hell no.
I ain't
Hell
trying to do
no.
that shit. I got a name though,
Go
Matt.
ahead.
Probably the best. He got to be the best waiver wire pickup in Dynasty right now. Like you had your Puka Nakuas back in the day. Aronde Gatson for Chargers. What do you think about him?
I think he could be for real, bro. Or get up into one of them tight ends that we actually care about range. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. I
Would
don't
you
know,
trade a
man.
veteran now after 2 weeks of Aronde Gatson? Would you trade a good veteran for him in
It
Dynasty?
would
Like let's say
what?
George Kittle.
Yeah, I think I would. I think you have to.
Kittle for Gatson after 2 weeks?
I mean, mm,
That's crazy how you can pick up
well,
somebody on the
well,
off the waiver wire and get stud players for them.
what about? I mean, drop below Kittle. Say that was tough, but the other guys, I feel like I might would. Like, I would definitely do Kelsey. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see.
Hawkinson, if I could get rid
Tucker
of him.
Craft.
Nah, I'm gonna be real. I'd keep Kraft. I'd keep all them guys. I'd keep Kraft, McBride,
That's
Laporta.
really the only one that's a veteran. I mean, you're not trading. I would keep Gatson over Kelsey and guys like that. So it's
Yeah,
really maybe Dalton Kincaid, Kyle Pitts.
I'd definitely take him over them guys. I just feel like have Kincaid and Pitts and all these tight ends we named, have they even in one game in
They've
their career
never
remotely
done
done?
anything like that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I feel like this shit ain't. I mean, I don't know, man. With Justin Herbert too and Jim Harbaugh, I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like this one might be a good one to roll with. I I don't know. It's tough. Like, I mean, it could be like a 2 week thing and then be done. But I don't know. I kind of
I
feel like this
doubt
one
it.
might be. This one's here to stay. And the wide receivers ain't like world beaters. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're good, obviously, but I
He's
mean,
he's obviously going to have some games where even the receivers and the tight end they're going to have games where they disappear. Like Quentin Johnson disappeared last game. You're going to have games where Gadsden disappears, and all the receivers are eating for this year. But I mean, Keenan's getting older. If you had to name one receiver for the future that would open things up for Gatson to get more targets, it had to be Keenan Allen.
yeah,
If he's gone this year, then Gatson just gets even more.
yeah.
And that last game, Jim Harbaugh said, the touchdown they threw to McConkey in the last game, they said they double covered Gatson. That's the reason McConkey was so open. So like the man's already drawn double coverage.
Hey, the Chargers might have found him a little something. If you
No
got him in
shit.
Dynasty, you really found you something. I mean, damn,
Yeah.
I would love to hit on a late round tight end like that.
He didn't
But
get he wasn't even in the conversation to get drafted, right?
right.
In
Yeah,
a rookie draft.
the thing is what about today? Like, if somebody offered you a second for Gatson, I probably would hold on to Gatson.
Oh
But
yeah, for
if
sure.
somebody was crazy enough to offer you a first, though, I'd sell them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you just pick somebody up and then you could sell them. I would do it.
I wouldn't. Not in a tight end premium. If I thought it was gonna be a late first round pick, I'm probably not selling them.
Yeah, that's true.
Tight ends are just like impossible to come by. They really
Hey,
are.
I tell you what, having McBride and tight end premium in that doo-doo league is like it's like the love
Gold.
of my life. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't ever been just so happy to have a tight end on my team. You know?
Yeah.
Oh
But
man, go ahead, Crab.
I was just gonna say before we get off, man, I just want to know how your leagues are going right now. That's it.
Yeah. Look, yeah, and heck, I'll bring up a little trade scenario too. But in my home league, my main league, the one I care about more than anything else, I'm 0-7 or whatever. I'm trying to tank, trying to get that 1 and
Jesus
1.
Christ.
Yeah, I mean, really doing it. But I'm competitive in my main Superflex league with you guys in Doo Dynasty, and I can't remember. I'm like 4-2. I'm at the top of my division or whatever, and then the one that I really need the most. I need it more than anything. I don't care. I don't care about any other motherfucking league right now than the average Joe's in redraft. I need that one, bro. Need the redraft title, and I'm in first place in that one, scoring a lot of points. So I just take it week by week. I hope I do good. And then me and you, we've we got a good ass team. We just had some I don't even know what the fuck in
How
FFPC.
how does it feel to get Christian McCaffrey just gifted to you in Average Joe's?
Hey, well, all I know is when I did the trade, I remember some people saying Chase Brown side easily. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's that is shit is wild. Brad has been saying that shit every single day. He's like he's pissed off for himself because he's like if Noah because I think Brad was the draft pick after Noah and Brad was all about McCaffrey.
Yeah.
And he's like, if Noah was gonna just fucking trade him for Chase Brown, he was like, I would have gave him Bucky Irvin plus at the beginning of the season for
Oh man.
McCaffrey. And he's like, he's still pissed off about that because Noah was scared, man. I mean, there's no way to go around it. He was fucking scared.
By that one report.
One report about his little
But
calf.
yeah. I know that's hey, talk about the best trades you've ever made in your life. This has gotta be it. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, if McCaffrey went down this week and got hurt for the rest of the season, you still won.
Yeah.
Because he got you to what 5-1 or 6-1 wherever you're at.
Yep, 6-1. We got a tough matchup this week versus the second
Yeah,
place guy.
I do think Chase Brown. Speaking of buy lows, I do think he's a buy low
Yeah.
with Joe Flacco there.
Agreed. Any more? Oh, what about your leagues, Crap? Hold on, I do got one more league with me and Noah Bubble Blower, and
I want to talk
we've
about that
been
one.
we've been kind of like, you know, a little bit
Yeah,
there. Now I think we're actually going to try to win this year. At first, I was like, man, we might just need to sell. Got a good offer for players I don't like, and then ended up keeping them. So I think we're going for it. But yeah, that's all my leagues. Got some competitive leagues. Got a tanking league. Everything's going according to plan.
just right where you want it.
Right.
I mean, my leagues. I wouldn't say. I mean, due to Dynasty, I'm obviously the champion, and I'll probably still be the champion by the end of the year. But a Dunk's hot on that ass, and we got some competing teams. Zamil's kind of coming along. Akil's got a good squad. You got a good squad, so it's going to be competitive in that one. I'm still rolling in that, but my other dynasty league got the second most points in the league, and I'm in sixth place. So top six teams make the playoffs. I think I'm all right in that one. My main league, Yahoo League, been the best. Been my favorite. The league that I want to win the most every year. Dealing with injuries, I'm 3-4 in that one, but I got good pickups like Kamani Vidal and stuff like that. So I think
Yeah.
I might can compete in that. But I lost James Conner, lost Hampton, lost CD for the first 4 weeks, lost Jaden Reed, lost Aaron Jones. So just trying to piece some shit together. And in average Joe's, I feel like I'm gonna make the playoffs in that one. See what happens after that.
All right. Let me ask you this real quick. I'm on a tanking team. There's a competing team. They've been winning. They were 5-0. They lost neighbors, and they've lost two in a row. Would you trade like if like I got CD, I would do the trade. But if you were a competing team, would you trade Malik Neighbors and in theory a late first for CD Lamb so you could compete right
Yes.
now?
I would rather
I
have
saw.
CD Lamb easily,
Yeah.
but between that, like even if it was just a straight up trade, even if Malik Neighbors was healthy, I would probably trade Malik Neighbors in the first for CD.
I'm gonna have to
A
clip
late
that
first for
out.
sure.
I'm I need to. I'm gonna clip out this line, this one right here, and then send it to my brother real quick. Bro, let's get this trade done, man.
Is he
Let me
not
get
doing
Malik Neighbors in the
that?
first. He don't want to do it. He likes Malik Neighbors, and he don't want to give up the first.
Man,
So
I'd take CD instantly.
I also offered CD. I don't know if you would
That
do this one, but
that trade actually got done in the offseason in my other
yeah,
dynasty league. The exact same trade. Malik and a first for CD.
it's the perfect combination, man.
Yeah.
Um, what about you probably wouldn't do this one. I was trying to trade CD and get Amon Ra in a first, early
Nah,
first.
that's not happening.
Yeah. All right. Well, heck, I mean, I'm just spitting it, moving it around a little. I was trying to see if I could just sell CD and get a good player, get some draft capital with it, but
Just
that's my
hold on to
tanking team.
CD, man. You're tanking, but CD's still young. I mean, you got 4 or 5 years left of CD, so
People be offering me low balls for him. I'm like, nah, man,
nah,
you ain't even
nah.
got
He,
close.
he's still top three, top four.
All right, then. Well, crap, man. I guess it's time we hop on off this one. This was some Dynasty. Dynasty talk for your ass. We really ain't talked Dynasty in a few weeks, so I'm glad we got some Dynasty. Because we've been breaking down some redrafts, some gambling, what we're into. But like like we always say, everybody, thank y'all for listening to the podcast and share the show, please. Add it, subscribe, leave us a review, all that good stuff. But Craft Man, would you like to add anything?
Nah, man. Just appreciate everybody for listening, and good luck to everybody for the rest of the season. Hopefully, y'all can deal with all these injuries going on this year, but keep sticking with it. Hit that waiver wire.
Yes, sir. Thank everybody. Thank y'all for listening to the podcast. But with that said, we are out.
Peace.